It's nice out here.
Yeah. Seems all good. Like nothing bad ever happened.
Tell me now, about Harris?
I paid him a visit at the hospital.
He's still in a coma?
Yup. In a strange slumber between life and death. An empty shell in a hospital bed.
One shot to the head. Quick and clean.
I had the same thought. It would be so easy. I pressed the gun to his head and remembered something.
River.
When my parents died. Oh, I'm sure you want to hear this.
What happened?
Old man had a farm, like Harris's dad. But when business took a turn, well... my parents managed to open a small grocery. We lived on the floor above. A loud noise woke us one night. They wanted cash. Register was empty, so they stormed upstairs, forced us all to kneel, and demanded my dad tell him where he hid the money. Mostly, I remember my mom crying. My dad swore they'd found all we had. One was gassed out of his mind. He fired first. Blew half my dad's skull off.
Jesus. River. I'm sorry.
He was erratic. Went rabid. Handed me his gun and ordered me to aim it at my mom's head. I can still see her tear-filled eyes at the end of that barrel to this day.
What did you do?
Nothing. I stood frozen. Finally, he just snatched the gun back. Shot my mother and they left. Police never caught him. That was why I joined the force. I couldn't agree with scum like that roaming free. No one to hunt him.
Can't tell you how sorry I am.
So when I stood over Harris in that hospital bed, barrel to his brow, I was that kid again. But I was also the junkie who shot my parents.
I understand.
I've ended a few lives in my time, but never like that. Never an execution. Slipped out of the hospital quick. Told myself the case was closed.
That's good. But what now? You're not going back to the PD?
PI has a nice ring to it. Who knows?
Any idea how I can get to Hiromi?
Pulled the blueprint, got it all figured out. Okay, not all, but we're good on the penthouse. Best bet's to access it from the service level. Gotta weigh in from there.
All right. We going in?
Let's do this. You two head in right after us. Go straight to Clouds.
About fucking time.
Stay sharp. Gangoons might be lurking. Got a jack into the panel on the other side. Can you take him out?
I'm going to kill you now!
What then? Everyone all in position?
Tom and Roxy should already be at Clouds. We go on Maiko's signal. They'll mop up security, you deal with Hiromi. But first, you gotta get into the penthouse.
On my mark. Go!
I told you, we have shit tons of people.
Not if I got anything to say about it.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. Floor's clear. I killed him. I killed them all.
You're here, finally.
This one's a real charmer, too.
I don't like her either. Tries too hard. Could have called off the guards, you know? Would have been quicker, simpler.
I don't have that kind of authority. Yet.
Why are there 3 guys? What's she playing
That's our
at?
target. Hiromi Sato.
Who are the other 2?
Target audience of today's presentation. Hiromi answers to them directly. Now they're gonna watch him die in a pool of his own piss.
Do your thing.
Well, she is no Parker. Wait. What's going on? Who is this?
Living proof that Hiromi Sato's time is up. This merc has already disturbed the clientele at Clouds once. She murdered Oswald Forrest. And now she's invaded Mr. Sato's private residence. As if that were not enough, this is where Hiromi's sheer incompetence has led all of us to.
What the hell?
I have long looked upon Hiromi Sato's foolish, inept endeavors. But this? I think it's obvious he has outlived his usefulness.
V, what the fuck's she doing?
Your permission.
Over my dead body. We were gonna get rid of him.
Am I to understand these as your conditions? Insolence? Now.
Oh, fuck you myself! God damn it!
Don't you dare touch me! V, what the hell were you thinking? Have you any idea what's gonna happen now?
Matter of fact, I do. Either you walk away and never come back to Clouds, or I end you here and now.
I see you got everything planned out, but you forgot just one thing. I've also got a doll chip.
All right.
You killed her? Oh my fucking god. You killed her.
Wouldn't have happened if she hadn't come at me. Wasn't my fault.
Sorry, but I don't buy that. Could have found another way.
Maybe you're right. I let her get to me. Sorry things ended this way.
So am I. I gotta process all this in peace. Alone.
Funny, I was just thinking about you.
So, do I got amazing timing? Or are you always thinking about me?
You know, I could be cursing your name in my thoughts.
Oh, hey. I'm just glad you remember me at all. 'Cause I got a favor to ask.
Ask away. It's never boring with you.
Interesting people aren't easily bored.
Not in your company. Okay, now that we've blown each other, what's up?
You're on a need-to-know basis. So, this particular mission don't require you to have no gun. Just a wetsuit.
All right then, count me in. But I gotta warn you, I look great in a wetsuit.
Believe it when I see it. Dam out past Rancho Coronado. Know it?
Sure, what about it?
Little, abandoned bungalow lakeside. Meet me there. At sundown.
Okay, is this a date?
Guess you'll have to find out. We'll have to. See ya, V.
Hey, the name Skippy ring any bells? Fits in a holster more than a little psycho.
You have Skip? Little bastard got swiped a while back. Let me see him. Let's see how you're doing. Run diagnostics.
Performance, 82%. Memory, damaged. Mode, stone cold killer.
I better do a full scan. At least it still works.
So, something for my trouble?
Sure. Here you go.
Feels kind of weird now. It's too quiet.
Maybe you should get a dog.
Maybe. Someday. See you, Reggie.
V, looking good.
You mean, considering the shit we've been through?
Well, factor that in and you look fucking amazing.
So, ready to tell me what we're doing here?
Well, been tinkering with virtues a lot lately and figured out a way to scroll 2 actors' experiences at the same time. Thought we could try it out. If you're down, of course.
Sounds like we could do this anywhere. Why did we come all the way out here? What is this place?
Cottage belonged to someone I knew. It sits empty now. I take the liberty to use it from time to time.
And that's where we're gonna scroll?
No, we're gonna scroll underwater.
Nope, no way. Bad idea. Tell her to find some other yes woman.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Awesome. So, let's go. Got the hardware here.
All right, let's do this. Whew, freezing ass water, here I come.
Okay, we're all set. You go first. Stay close.
Where are we headed, exactly?
About halfway to the deepest point. It'll be pitch black, but the currents are gentle. Ought to be safe. Want the precise coordinates?
No, why bother? I'll just stick close to you.
Okie dokes.
Virtues are more to you than just a way to churn out eddies, huh?
Well, duh. Think paintings, songs. They're meant to produce emotion responses.
Generally how any kind of creativity works, sure.
Right, so art's a casing, trigger for emotion. Well, BDs are emotion in near pure form. This is it. Swim over here and look straight at me, will you? Great. Great. Signal's clear. Just need your help with a few basic checks. Need to calibrate our gear. First up, motion sensors and scrolling. All right, we're all tuned and synced. And you got talent, girl. All right, that ought to do it. We are now
Synced. What now?
prepare to have your mind blown. Wait for it. Now grab this and hold on tight.
Down we go.
Impressive, huh?
Had no idea. She'd said we'd see a sunken town.
Like it?
Dunno. Sure as hell never seen anything like it, can tell you that.
It used to be called Laguna Bend. Just 15 years ago, people still lived here.
Got some connection to this place, right?
You got it. Grew up here. Haven't been back since Laguna Bend was wiped off the map.
Let's do this.
Played this moment coming back so many times in my head. Taken me years. Working up the nerve for this.
Why didn't you come earlier?
Good question. Easy answer would be that I didn't have time. Gear, stars weren't ever aligned. Truth is, the very idea just felt weird. Besides, didn't want to come here alone. Or with some rando. Flo's Diner, best eatery in town. Only one at that, too. Burgers weren't amazing, too greasy. Big. Of course, I say that now. Back then, they were the best thing I'd ever chewed and swallowed. And next door, that's where we lived. Me and my grandparents. Just let me know when you want to forge ahead. Church hasn't aged at all. Always looked old and like it had landed here from outer space. Bells were cracked too. Gave off this eerie, atonal clang. Wait.
Found an opening. Think we're safe to go through here.
On my way. Snuck in here once when no one was around. Stood at the altar and tried to imagine what went through the padre's mind looking at all those people. Back then I wondered how he could read people's thoughts, know everything about them. Then I screamed at the top of my lungs to check the acoustics.
Reading you worse and worse.
Huh? I read you loud and clear. Everything all right? Ah!
V! Please! Oh, thank fuck. You're alive. How'd you manage to lift me out?
Dunno, didn't think about it. Just did what I had to do. Hey, careful, easy now.
So, you're saying you saved my life. Thank you.
Told you diving into this toxic waste was gonna end badly. But you just don't fucking listen.
Toxic waste? Is that your construct?
You? Heard him?
Heard's overstating. It's just surfaced in my head. A thought that wasn't mine or completely yours.
Please just ignore his babbling. It's a complicated relationship.
Why do I even bother?
Doubt you should go back to the city just now. I'm pretty beat too. Last thing I want to do is drive. Let's stay the night. What do you think?
Not. Whose cottage is that then? You said you knew the owner.
One of our neighbors was hell-bent on staying in Laguna Bend. Badges literally dragged him out of his house before the water came in. So he built himself another house as close as he possibly could, but then he got sick. Water was way more toxic back then.
You go that route, the city will always win, so be careful.
Judy?
Shit.
What was that? Couldn't hear you clearly. Something the matter?
No, nothing.
Don't bullshit me, Judy. We're still synced, remember?
Clouds has gone to shit. Tiger Claw No Next took revenge for Hiromi and the rest. There was a firefight. Tom's dead. Roxanne barely got out alive. House is closed until further notice. I'd rather not talk or think about it. I didn't want to tell you. Wanted this to be just our day.
It is ours.
Will you sit with me a while?
Morning.
So, yesterday. What was that exactly?
Don't remember, or you want me to remind you?
You know exactly what I'm trying to say. What did it mean? Like, to you?
I mean... I hope it was the beginning of something nice. Unless you see things differently.
Ugh. Can be such a gonk sometimes. Ruined my plans, you know that? Was gonna leave Night City in the dust, for good. Even started packing. But now I think I gotta stay.
Why'd you want to leave?
You know, everything that happened. Guess it just got to me. But now, from where I stand, Night City started to feel like the place to be. Give me your hand, B. All set. Congrats. Just gave you unlimited access to my pad.
Whoa. Asking me to move in?
If it's what you want. Or just drop by when the urge grabs you.
Don't know what to say. Nobody's ever done anything like this for me. Really shows trust. Wanna go there now?
You can if you want. Gonna stick around for a bit before I head back.
See ya, Judy.